Real Life Topics podcast, guys. As you guys already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. It can't get no better than this Real Life Topics podcast.
Yes.
What's good, guys? You guys already know what it is. It's WCHI Biggs Radio in the building. The views we express on this program are not those of Biggs Radio Chicago, its subsidiaries, affiliates, or sponsors. Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, guys. You guys already know we got an exclusive interview, and we have Miss Zandra Bright in the building. Please welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, Miss Zandra Bright. Thank you. Welcome,
Well,
welcome, welcome.
yes,
Yes,
yes. Thank you.
welcome, Miss Zandra Bright. So, Real Life Biggs Radio
Mm-hmm.
audience, if you guys are not familiar with who Miss Zandra Bright is, then of course I will let you guys know who is Miss Zandra Bright. Miss Zandra
Oh,
Bright is a community leader, a nonprofit founder, the owner of a podcast host, entrepreneur, creative content creator, the founder of Operation Love, Freeport. She's also award winner of community service as well, if you guys didn't know. Miss Zandra Bright feeds the homeless, serve meals supporting seniors, uplifting individuals and families in need through compassion, outreach, and community service. Miss
yes,
Zandra Bright's
yes.
mission is simple: serve with heart led with compassion and remind people that even small acts of love can make a difference. Real Life Topics Podcast and Biggs Radio audience, please welcome Miss Sandra Bright to Real Life Topics.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Miss
you.
Miss Sandra Bright, that was my definition of who Miss Sandra Bright is. Could you please give Biggs Radio audience your definition of who is Zandra Bright?
Xandra Bright is just what you read. A little portion of there is someone who believes that all it takes is a little bit to make a big difference. Um, and you have to have a passion behind it. I have the passion behind what I do. Um, if you don't have a passion behind what you do, you're not going to stick with it. And who I am is someone who care and has a deep love for the elderly, deep love for the elderly. And there are so many homebound seniors that people don't think about and think someone's going to check on them, but that's usually not the case. And, unlike we love to serve them and I like serving my community, you have to start right at home. So that's who I am. I am all those things you mentioned. Those are just titles, but who I am in a nutshell is somebody that knows all it takes is a little bit from each of us to make a lot.
Well, what made you start Operation Love?
This was a religious, people look at me in different ways when I tell them. And the truth is, I knew God had something for me specifically to do. And it had to do with going out. That's all I knew. Okay, well, that's kind of broad. So it wasn't until more years had passed. I prayed, Lord, what is it? How can I do it? if you're not letting me know what it is? I was getting frustrated. I was trying this and it wasn't working, trying this wasn't working. So I knew it wasn't him because everything he does works. And it wasn't until I got real frustrated in my living room one day in prayer. And I said, Lord, I can't do it if you don't reveal it to me. And he revealed the idea that he wanted me to go out in the community, in my community, and to take care of the homeless and to take care of the seniors. And I thought, okay, I know certain basic needs, but I didn't know exactly what he wanted me to do, but it was enough for me to take that and start and put together and think, well, we can feed the homeless. We can give them some basic needs. I have to get some people who wants to volunteer and help with that. Everybody's not willing to, volunteer and help people. It's sad to say, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that, I was going to get the youth involved. I was tutoring some kids at the time. And I asked them, hey, would you like to deliver gifts to the elderly and make up lunches for them and help feed the homeless and everything? And they were right on board. So it started back then. But amazingly, I thought about it. Wait a minute, Lord. This is COVID. We write it because this was April 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're right at COVID. COVID is going on, and I was afraid, you can't send people out like that. Everybody was locked down. But, one thing kept coming to mind what he said. If I sing you out, that means I covered you.
That's right.
Nobody got sick. We still, because we don't go in people homes. What we do is every third Saturday of the month, we prepare meals. We prepare for the homeless. We prepare a meal and we take it down to the shelter. We feed. Sometimes we take a care package that's have basic need items or whatever. Let them get what they need for the residents down there. Because at our shelter here, they don't have to check out the next day. They get to stay there.
Mm, okay.
They get to stay there. We're in a little small town, so they get to stay there and get their self together. And doing that, I said, for the elderly, we got to think about the seniors. There's some of them that's homebound. How can they can't come to me? That might be a problem. So I had to take the need to them. you
Mm-hmm.
know so it just word of mouth is what it was. We hadn't even thought about flyers or anything because it started going so fast and I wasn't really expecting that. So later on, I saw the need and how great a need it was, and I decided it's time to make it a nonprofit and really be able to reach out and do other things. So that's what happened.
Yes, shout out to Mr. Rivera for tuning in to Real Life Topics podcast with special guest Miss Zandra Bright. Miss Zandra, I you did mention that there are some barriers because you said sometimes a lot of people don't like to help. So, what do you think your biggest roadblocks, barriers for that your organization has to execute your goals? What barriers do you think that you guys have for that?
The barriers is the same. People not wanting to really commit and help. Don't say you're going to do something if you're not, first of all. If you can't do it, just inform me, let me know. That really gets up under my skin real deep as adults still playing childish games. But I also know that it's up to me because he told me that I gave this to you. I'm not really alone. I do have a board. I have a board of directors, that I'm responsible to. And I'm out there all the time, even behind the scenes. I wish they could see some of the stuff you all type of founders and different organizations. I wish they could see what we have to do behind the scenes, all the work that has to get put in when you have to transfer your bed sometimes into your office. And it's not easy, but I have a real passion for Operation Love. After everything I do, is that's my passion.
And Operation Love is located where? In
At
Freeport.
1530 South Oak, that's in Freeport, Illinois. We're a real small town. You can reach out to me at 815-275-5468 and let me know. We also on Facebook. Go, please, please go on our page on Facebook, like our page, follow our page on Facebook, because I put a lot of information on there about what we're doing. We received a community service award from United Way. I've been inducted into Marquis Who's Who in America and Who's Who Business Women of America, just for simple things. They wanted to prove that you don't have to be a rocket scientist to get in there. You just have to be doing something that really, really matters. So I was honored with that, but mainly just love. I still get to show up to the senior doors and give them a stuff. And it's not just delivering a meal. It's not just delivering a meal. It's not delivering whatever else we have. This past Saturday was our delivery date. So we went to deliver to a client's home, and she wouldn't come to the door and she didn't sound right. And we kept trying to encourage her to come to the door. She sounded weak. She said she hadn't fell down, but she didn't sound right, and she never would come to the door. So we were really concerned about her, and eventually we did get someone that can go and come back and go in there. And she needed to be rushed to the emergency room. So sometimes it's simple things like that we don't know that we will come across. But who knows? She lives by herself. She's an elderly lady. And if we had just left because we were going to leave what we had for her and leave, and we said, no, wait a minute, she's still not coming to the door. We want to hear you coming to the door before we walk out the building. Make sure you're all right. We put eyes on you. So, I was glad a situation like that, it made me more aware, because it's been other situations like that I was thankful that we were there.
Yes,
Yeah.
great, great. Well, thank God for Operation Love. First of all,
Yeah.
thank God for Operation Love. Thank God for Miss Zandra Bright. Miss Zandra Bright, if anyone out there doesn't know how important it is to help, what could you tell someone that might not just realize that, hey, like the situation that you just explained, and what could you tell someone that might not think that or might not think that it's important to help one another, or to help feed, or the things that you do with Operation Love? What could you tell someone if they just don't realize how important this is?
It's very, very important to help. Like I say, a small part from anybody who's willing to help makes a big part. People always think when it comes to help, they always think, oh my God, this is going to put me in debt. This is going to put this big barrier. If I do this, this is going to do this, and I got to make up this and that. No, all it takes is small help. And your help don't have to all the time be financial. Your biggest help could be your support, um, being there, helping to pack a meal, helping to deliver meal. That's help. It's not just people always go right to money.
Mm-hmm.
That's help.
Mm-hmm.
We don't, even though we'll love to have it if you want to give it to us, but we don't need your money. We need your help. We need people to say, yeah, I don't mind delivering a meal to a couple of seniors, once a month, helping out or whenever I can. I don't mind doing that, because people say, oh, they got meals on the wheels. They don't eat that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
I know I've been in a homes, it's been stacked in cabinets and it shouldn't be. It's been places it shouldn't be. They do not eat those meals. And to have a meal, we really go out, because your girl is the cook. I get to cook, so I'm certified and I make sure everything is right.
So these meals are home cooked.
Home cooked meals.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything is home cooked. We don't short them on anything. They're all home cooked meals. And that's one of the reasons why I have that garden. I'm gonna shut my door. I have the window open and it
Okay. No
keeps
problem.
creaking and it sounds like a ghost coming in.
Yes. But yes, there you have it though, guys.
Yes.
Operation Love
And
Freeport.
the
If you
reason,
are in Freeport, you can definitely pull up on Operation Love at Freeport because they definitely if you're in the area, again, you can hit up Miss Zandra Bright. You can even hit up Stephanie's Godchild and I'll point you in the right direction if you're in Freeport. But this is a wonderful this is wonderful. This is a wonderful program.
in the garden, I would say in the garden that I'm growing now outside is to help support that, to
Okay.
help with fresh veggies. Not just for my household, but mainly for the people I feed. I know I can give them fresh veggies. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about going, especially our elderly. You have to worry about, what you feed them.
Mm-hmm.
Their system is so, compromised at certain ages. You can't just give them anything. And I try to feed them healthy, but I give them good hearty meals.
Yes,
We don't.
homegrown meals. Yes.
Yeah, homegrown meals and good tasting meals, and not spoil them rotten.
Right. Well, man, again, thank God for Miss Zandra Bright. And so Miss
We spoil
Zandra
them rotten.
is also an entrepreneur, guys. Not just she has the nonprofit organization called Operation Love, which feeds the homeless and help the needy. You also are the owner and host of Voices and Views. Could you tell us a little bit about Voices and Views podcast with
Yeah,
Shell? You're the host,
shells. Hmm.
Shells and Zandra.
Yes,
Where's Shells and Zan? Uh
Zan and shells.
Zan and Shells. Zan and Shells, Voices and Views. What's going on with Voices and Views?
Oh, it's a lot going on. We are a new podcast. We started September last year, so it's not even a year, but
Okay.
we're on like episode 75 now. Next episode coming up. So we're on air on Wednesdays and Fridays on Facebook, YouTube, and 8 other apps. We have a long list of them. And Voices and Views is under Voices and Views Productions, LLC. I went ahead and formed a production company because I like to bring other people in and I like to have other lines, other entities that goes up under Voices and Views Productions. And we have done that. We've done that first of all by bringing Voices and Views with Zan and Chaz, the podcast. It's now under Voices and Views Productions.
Okay.
Also, if anybody's seen Crocheting Through the Chaos, you've seen a crazy lady crocheting and all kind of chaos going on behind you. That's me. Yeah,
Yes.
that's me.
Very
Uh,
creative, very creative. Shout out to crocheting. Zandra,
and
you've
I
been
tell
motivating me
you,
to get back to
and
crocheting.
for that channel is only 3 months old, but I tell you out there, every third video I post, one of them go viral automatically. And they keep pushing me, they pushing me out YouTube. Shout to YouTube and Facebook and everybody that those apps been really showing me some love. TikTok, I'm coming after that money now. I'm this close. I'm
Yes,
this
yes.
close. I got close to 10,000, so I'm this close. Um, that has a message that a lot of people don't realize. It's not just some crazy lady crocheting on there. I want people to know that, yeah, we're in a world full of chaos. Yeah,
Hmm.
this world is crazy. Yeah, no, it's not getting better. Yes, it's getting worse. And every day there's going to be something, but find something that you enjoy. Mine just happened to be crochet. So that's why I use crochet. But find something that you can find peace and that you enjoy, that you can just take that little escape for a while and say, mm-mm, everything's going to happen the way it's going to happen anyway, and find that peace for your mind. So that's what the message was. But when I first thought of doing it, it was as a gag. I was going to make one video short and had something crazy happen in the background. And when I woke up, it went viral. And I kept doing
Mm.
others and they kept going viral. Then I woke up and I seen one had 13,000 views on it. I woke
Awesome.
up
Yeah.
and then I got to the point I was seeing it so much on homepage, I was getting sick of it. But that hopefully it's going to be a revenue very soon. It's going to be additional revenue, and it all falls under Voices and Views production. This past week we had Mr. Marcus. I know you were on and you did catch it. We had Mr. Evans on there. Brilliant young man. He is awesome. So he came on actually to kick off a youth enrichment series.
Mm.
But I have been watching him for a while, his journey and everything. So I invited him to come on to be a part. So he'll be on Mondays. He's going to give an announcement on his date. He told me, but he's going to announce it that he's going to start. He's going to be having kids come on, interview them, let them use their voice to say what's going on with them, without tell them shut up all the time, to support them, whatever
Mhm.
they're in, so people
Mhm.
can know, they might have a side hustle that you can help with, and you don't know. So it's not just for promoting stuff, it's to let the youth realize that their voice matters just as much,
Yes, for
as
sure.
ours. So
For sure.
that's the third tier that's up under our podcast. And it's going well. It's going well. We like having different guests on there. We can't wait to get you on there. We can
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
your podcast and what's going on with you. I believe in those connections like that.
Mhm.
So um, I know no one can do everything themselves.
No.
And I'm never going to be just satisfied at one level. I'm always going to try to build. Sometimes people say, you're going too fast. And I can answer that by saying, I'm going too fast for who?
Yes. Yes. You're
For
not going too
you?
fast. Never not
For
enough.
you? For you?
Yes. Yep.
This
It's
is
never
about
not enough.
me. Am I going too fast for you? No. I'm going to keep you in mind. And I got a great co host. She's very knowledgeable. She has a great personality. She adds a lot to the show. And that's important. You have to find the right person.
Yes. For sure. For
If you
sure.
don't, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. You definitely have to be equally yoked and partnership up with someone that's just as motivated as you are. But yes, so Miss shout out to Marcellus. He said he loves the show and thank you so much for the information. So of course, Operation Love, if you in Freeport, Illinois, there you go. You
Yes,
can
give
get
us
the
a call and please follow our page on there to see. I'm going to tell you about Operation Love. Can I mention a couple of things we have coming up? We do, like you say, feed the homeless and take care of the seniors, but we also like to support our kids.
that's right.
That's always been very important for me as a former educator to support our kids. So once yearly in July, and the date is July 11th this year. That's Saturday. It'll be doing our Tuddy Baker Festival. We have an annual big festival every year. It'll be doing that there. We'll have youth vendors set up. I'm
Mm.
taking names for youth vendors now. I don't care what they sell, long as it's legal, they can sell it and have their own booth and sell their stuff. It's no fee for them, and they keep every penny they make. And we do support them, and we do make people. support them. It's a big time. It's every lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of people down there, and they have a prime area. Last year was our first year, so this will be our second year. This year we partnered with organization called High Hope Freeport. They march against gun violence and things like that, and they support women who's lost children to gun violence. So they do a lot in the community. Actually, they're getting ready to come up with start their 40 days of peace again. So a lot is going on with Operation Love. We also do a couple of fundraisers every year and stuff, and we just fit in where we can. Chicago is my hometown. I want people to know that. Chicago is my hometown. I was born and raised there in Chicago, even though I've been away many years, but it wasn't until I turned adult that I had to get out of there. But Chicago, hey, Chicago is my hometown. South
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, shout out to Chicago where you
South
first
Side.
started out. South side of Chicago. Shout out to Chicago and shout out to everyone that is listening all over the world. We got
Yes.
international listeners. We have people all over the world. So shout out to
Yes,
everyone that's
and that's the
tuning
good
in.
thing about podcasts. We go on sometimes and we have people from all over the world tuning in, and that's a good feeling that you connecting with other people, because we have done a live broadcast from a doctor from Gaza, and boy was that emotional. That was emotional, because she
Mm.
brought the truth and brought videos and brought, oh man, that was. So we do have that still saved. If anybody want to go back, I recommend that you go back and watch that series. It's still posted on our page,
Yes, for
on
sure, for sure.
Voices and Views page.
And shout out to Voices and Views. Make sure you guys check out Voices and Views every Wednesday and Friday. And now
Yes,
you
six
actually have another day
p.m.
on Monday. Yes, at 6 p.m.
And
So make sure
and
you guys.
tomorrow, what we're gonna do, Stephanie, with this show, my co-host is gonna post it again for tomorrow. We're gonna react to it.
Okay.
She's gonna
Okay.
put it out there for the people who didn't tune in and who didn't listen to my threats.
Yes,
But we
for
want to make
sure.
sure everybody, get to know, and people can know about your show. You
That is,
know,
yes,
I
yes.
stumbled into your show and listened to your show, and it's like, this is interesting. I just end up hanging out,
Mhm.
and that's how things happen. So
Yes, yes,
I,
for
I thank
sure.
you for that, and I think you have a great show also.
Yes, and I also want to thank you for the spirit that God put in you to look out for the elderly,
Mm.
help the homeless, help people that need to eat, and especially the youth. Youth, it's a big drought on looking after the youth. So,
Mhm.
like I said, there's plenty of food pantries and all type of stuff that look out for people, and we're not taking that away. But when it comes to the youth, that was one thing that I admired about what you're doing is you're focused on the youth and youth. So I'm getting ready to go into my topic of the day, and that's the importance of supporting youth and the
Yes.
importance of building your community and supporting your community. Dr. Al Greer is in the building. Thank you for tuning in, Dr. Al Greer. And so, yes, we just the importance of building your community and supporting one another, helping one another.
Yes.
It's very important, especially the youth. It's 2026. Our youth is suffering. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Darren Cole. But yes, when it comes to our youth, it's a drought on support for them. And I think that's why I know that is a part of why they are struggling, why we got these teen takeovers and we got all these things going on, because it's not enough programs for them. It's just not enough programs for the youth. So shout out to Miss Sandra Bright for that. Just
Yes.
bringing that energy.
And
And
I'm
you said,
hoping that if when they bring their ideas and use their voice, that the adults who could do something listen. That's the whole idea, that they can listen. Hey, yeah, maybe we do need to do this.
yeah, that is true. And if we have more programs for them to attend,
Yes,
then their mind won't be idle because, of course, an idle mind is a devil's
that's right.
workshop. so that we if we could just build these communities, build it. It's just, why do you think it's important to do this, Miss Bright? Why do you think this is important?
Because first of all, the children are our future, no matter how people say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Children are our future. We're not going to be here forever. You know, we already leaving them a mess. Can we at least prepare them?
Yes. Yes.
It's our job to prepare them, you
Yes, it
know.
is.
So that means supporting them, making sure they good, finding out what's going on with them, showing the interest, and they don't have to be your own child.
Thank you for tuning in, Miss Chelsea Boldy. I believe that's
Yeah,
co-host
that's my
from
co-host.
Voices and Views is in the building. But
Yes,
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 thank you for
yes.
tuning in to Real Life Topics Podcast. But yeah, so again, guys, I just want to stress how important it is to build your community, to come together, to stick together. We're better together. Unity is a must. And I know it again. This is my favorite sentence. It sounds like a violin when we're talking about positivity. But guess what? If we had more positive things going on, most of our children wouldn't be suffering. If we have, as adults, would be more of leaders and lead by example, because that's a drought as well. A lot of our children are suffering because the adults
Yes,
are a part of the problem. We have
yes,
adults now that are being a part of the problem instead of a part of the solution. So we gotta straighten this whole life up. Yes, we gotta straighten this whole lifestyle up. We gotta start dwelling on things of importance because, like Zandra said, our children are the future. We're not gonna be here forever. So what are we gonna do? Just leave them out here for the lion, tigers, and bears? Because it's a lot of lion, tigers, and bears out here. So it is very important to
yes,
build your community. It is very important to build your community, to come together, to do with Operation Love Freeport is doing. Shout out to Operation Love Freeport. I mean, it just don't get no better than this. It just don't get no better than this. And could you tell the audience how can they contact you if they are live in the area in Freeport, Illinois, or if they want to sponsor or donate? How could they
go
contact
on
you?
our Facebook page is the easiest way. I'd say go on our Facebook page is the easiest way. If have all the information, you can be private. You can tell me how you want to donate, and I can give you ways to donate. You can tell me how you want to volunteer, when you want to volunteer, and I can respond to you. We do get things we collect sometimes from others, and we try to give them away. Like we have two seated nice walkers now. I know they cost a pretty penny. They're in great shape. We just can't find anybody to give away. We did a clothes drive and we gave away free clothes for 2 weeks. I did that out front. We did winter coat drive where we collected a lot of coats, and they were brand new coats in good shape, and we gave away at least 200 coats that winter. So it's other things like that that Operation Love do. You know, we just don't make a big thing out of it. We just do things like that on the side too.
Yes. So again, your phone number is how they can
Eight
contact
eight
you.
one five 275 5468. Eight one
You
five
have.
275 5468. You guys.
Yes. Well, Miss Zandra Bright, I just want to thank you for joining Real Life Topics podcast, making
Mhm.
people aware of what needs to happen in every city, not just Freeport, Illinois, not just Chicago, Illinois,
Everywhere.
everywhere. Tennessee, if you out there listening, Rockford, Mississippi, I know you're tuning in right now. Be a part of helping your community. Like Zandra said, it doesn't have to always be finance. It can be helping mentally, physically, donating, coming to volunteer to pack boxes or
Well,
whatever.
I can tell them how they can help one way, and they don't have to even leave their living room. They can go on YouTube right now, and they can go to Crocheting Through the Chaos with Zan, and they can subscribe, and it won't even cost you a dime, but it's going to help in the long run.
Yes, yes, it is going to help in the long run. It really is. And we're
It
going to
helps
drop those and we're going
everything
to
I
drop those links
do.
in the comments as well. We're going to drop
Yes.
those links in the comments as well because of course people can't remember that, but we're going to put that link and click on that link.
Okay.
Help someone. Be a part of helping. Every day we should wake up because you have to give to receive. And I know for a fact everyone that's listening right now has been given something on a daily basis, even if it's waking up in the morning, and it can't get no better than that. I'm just saying. So
Yes.
I just want us to just focus on coming together, helping one another on anything that you can do. Because sometimes people have these community places and they do it for the benefit of themselves. Whereas we have people like Miss Zandra Bright that is doing it to literally help people. It's not to make a
And we
dollar
don't
or to
get
come up.
grants. I can throw that out there. We haven't gotten a grant since we started. We've been out here 6 years coming out of our pocket and getting financial support from the community. That's the way we've been going on. People been doing food drives for us, and we've been doing it for 6 years. So the passion is there. We're not chasing a grant or anything like that. We've been dealing with it the way we deal with it.
That's right. And God is going and
And
he
he always
continuously.
have provided.
He
He
has
always
always
have
provided.
provided. Yes.
Yes. Chelsea Body said amen to that. And Mr. Samuel Thompson said, good day, Real Life Topics podcast and audience. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. Thank everybody for tuning in
Yeah.
to Real Life Topics podcast and Miss Zandra, our special guest, Miss Zandra Bright. Again,
Yeah.
if you guys are just tuning in, we are almost coming to an end, but I have special guest Zandra Bright, which is a nonprofit CEO and founder of Operation Love in Freeport, Illinois, where she feeds the homeless, looks out for the community, a community leader, one of the number one community leaders in Freeport, Illinois, if you did not know. If you did not know, one of the number one community leaders feeding the homeless, the elderly, and the youth is like her number one, two things on her list when she looks out for the community. And of course, it's a drought on the elderly. We already know how nursing homes are going nowadays, how the elderly are being treated, being used by families. And so it is a good thing that they can come to a program like Operation Love and get fed great food and even healthy food at that. Because of course, guys, we on a healthy spree. At least I am. And it's nothing like having things homegrown from the ground. It's going to help us live longer. Let's start focusing on eating better, having a healthy body. Also, shout out
And
to
look at
Miss,
me. How
yeah.
they how do people think I am? How do you think I am?
Well, you're probably about your late 50s. You in your late 50s, about 59, up in there. You in your late 50s?
Listen, 67.
Well, black don't crack. So,
Some
hey,
cases, some
yeah, yeah,
cases,
yes,
some
yes.
cases it do.
Yes. Miss
Thank
Chelsea
you.
Body said, yes, Operation Love Freeport has helped
So the
so
seniors
many
are
people.
important because I'm one myself too. And I'm just hoping when
Yes.
I get to the point that I'm maybe like by myself and not doing it, somebody might want to knock on the door and say, hey, you doing okay? They ain't got to move in, but they can knock and see if I'm doing okay and
That's very
surprise me with
important
a
for the
gift or
elderly.
something.
So
Yeah.
I'm a challenge the audience. I'm a challenge Biggs Radio and Real Life Topics Podcast audience to go in the next 7 days, help someone. Just help someone. Put that on
That
your
would
list.
be a good
Put
challenge.
that on your list. I'm challenging all the listeners right now. What are you going to do to help someone this week coming up? Get in my inbox and let me know. Take a picture of it and show me that you helping. Just like someone help you
And
because
no
we always help.
stage photos, please. No stage photos. Don't be doing no AI knowing that wasn't you because we can pick them out.
Yes, yes, we can. So I'm gonna
That's a good
challenge you
idea for
guys.
you to put a challenge out like that. That's awesome.
Yes, Young Teasy said, "Oh, that's his everyday task." That's right. Every day you wake up, we should just focus, and it could just be once a week. Just again, it doesn't
Hmm.
have to be financially too. A lot of people
Mm-mm.
always think when you say help, 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 it means
Yeah,
money, money, money.
that's why they
No,
run.
Yeah, no, it's not about money. I mean,
No.
support, physical, mentally supportive. That's greater than finance because money come and go, and money is the rule of all evil. But we ain't getting ready to go there either. Nevertheless, we need you guys. I'm challenging you. God challenging you to send me a picture of who you helped this week, and who you, and even if you was a part of a solution in helping somebody, that's your challenge for this week. But again, I want to thank Miss Zandra Bright from Operation Love and the host of Voices and Views for coming on Real Life Topics Podcast and Biggs Radio. Check us out because we will be collabing very soon. But make sure you check out Voices and Views on Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m.
That's right.
And again, our
CST
goal is,
time.
and remember, our goal is to help someone. I'm
Mm-hmm.
challenging you guys to help someone this week. And again, it's not all about finance. It's just about mentally helping someone. Even if you call them and check on them and ask them, "Hey, you need any help with anything?" We all have elder people in our family. Call that elder this week. I'm challenging you guys to call that elder. Thank you so much, Miss Sandra Bright, for tuning in to Real Life Topics Podcast. Have a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful evening,
Okay.
and make sure you
I
tune in
will
next
be talking
Thursday.
with you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Have a
everybody,
wonderful
for
evening.
tuning in.
Yes, have a wonderful evening, Miss Andrew Bright. Bright,
I
thank
sure
you.
will.
But yes, guys, we had Miss Andrew Bright in the building. And I wanted to, of course, give you guys a little bit of history. Now, Biggs Radio has so many things coming up, and I got 20 minutes left to let you guys know about it. I got 20 minutes left to let you guys know about Biggs Radio events that's coming up. The number one event that I want you guys to know about, because I know we have a lot of artists out here that want to push your brand. You want to let people know, you want to perform. Biggs, June 27, Biggs Radio Music Conference is in Akron, Ohio, and you know that you are a performer. You know you are a performer, and you know you have not performed in Akron, Ohio. So if you a real artist, if you are a real artist and you need to you need to push that hit song you got going, you need to be at the Biggs Radio Music Conference. Jeff Tight Robertson and Miss Dinah Lynn Biggs presents it. You guys out there bad if you're not there. That's all I'm saying. You're out there bad if you're not there.
Presents Mr. Lee's Mr. Lee on the beach. Make sure you see us there.
Saturday, July 18th. You make sure you get there. And again, just like I told you guys, Biggs Radio Music Conference in Akron, Ohio. If you are an artist, you need to be signing up. You gotta let Ohio know who you are.
music seminar. You don't want to miss it. Hey, we are Biggs Radio Chicago, and we're coming to Akron, Ohio. It's there. Yours. Vision victories.
Well, there you have it, guys. Every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time with your girl Stephanie's Godchild and Carmisha the Sunflower Soul. You don't want to miss these exclusive interviews and these exclusive topic discussions of importance. This is what Real Life Topics Podcast is about. Talking about things of importance and just supporting one another because that's what we need to do. It's a drought on it. It's a drought on us coming together. It's also a drought on a solid foundation. Now, it was Memorial Day. And of course, we just had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. And I know we had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend because we are still breathing, we are still living, and we still woke up this morning. So I know all of us had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. But of course, I always want to give you guys history on Real Life Topics podcast segment. So I always want to give you a little history and a little shout out for history. And so I wanted to know, did you guys know the original celebration or the original name of Memorial Day? Just food for thought. If you did not know, the original name was not Memorial Day. It was called Decoration Day. Okay, guys. And so, Decoration Day was established to honor fallen Civil War soldiers by decorating their graves with spring flowers and flags. While dozens of towns claim to be the birthplace, the holiday emerged spontaneously across the divided nation in the late 1860s. So, again, the historic tradition about Memorial Day, just in case you guys didn't know, it didn't used to be called Memorial Day. It was called Decoration Day. I'm just trying to make you guys aware. The first recorded tribute was in 1865. Now, I know you guys know about the year 1865. If you don't know, I'm going to need you to Google what 1865 was. But the first recorded tribute was historically records to point to a massive tribute held in Charleston, South Carolina on May 1st, 1865, freed Black Americans and whites, Union soldiers from a mass grave at a Confederate prison, gave them proper individual burials, and held a parade, scripture readings, and a community picnic. So, again, guys, I just wanted to make you guys aware of the original Memorial Day that was called Decoration Day. And it was a whole different set of the reason why It was celebrated for the Civil War, and it was a tribute. It was a tribute. Freed blacks and whites. Because of course, blacks were not the only people that was in slavery, but that's another story too. So again, just a food for thought, just to give you something that you might not have known. Because of course, I'm gonna do this every Thursday. I'm gonna give you a piece of history. And Memorial Day used to be called Decoration Day. I'm just saying, food for thought. Food for thought. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention because a lot of this stuff has been flipped, scripted, and turned names into different names when I like the original way. What about y'all? I like the original way of things. I just love the original way of things. So, of course, Memorial Day used to be called Decoration Day. So that's just my history for that. And of course, if you guys are just tuning in and you did miss that, I had Miss Zandra, entrepreneur Miss Zandra Bright from Operation Love Freeport. Operation Love Freeport is a program that helps feed the homeless, and it focuses on feeding the elderly and youth as well. So it can't get no better than that, than going young and going to the older crowd, because the young folks need some help. And of course, our elders need help as well. We all need help. But of course, the youth, where we have to prepare them for their future. And the elderly, we have to continue to help them. So, and feed them. So, again, guys, make sure you tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on Real Life Topics Podcast, where we converse about the dynamics of life. And majority of the time, we have exclusive interviews of importance. So, we have May, Mental Health Month, Awareness Month is coming to an end. Mental Health Awareness Month is coming to an end. So let's start working on the things that we need to do to just continue to keep our mental straight. Remember, the things that we consume in our body, this bobulates our brain as well. So let's begin to just wake up every day and strive towards some type of change. These things don't happen overnight, but I guarantee you that 80% of us are consuming things in our body that we don't need. So let's work on that because it helps our mental. So shout out to May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, and let's continue to just work on our mental. Also, June is here. And Biggs Radio has a lot of events going on in June. Go to BiggsRadio.com, check us out, or you can go on my page because I'm not going to let you forget about nothing that's going on with Biggs Radio. So just go on my page and you'll know about everything. Black Music Month is coming up, Father's Day, and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. The month of June is just flooded with so many things. I think that's probably one of the number one months of the year, especially for Biggs Radio, and especially for a lot of us, especially for males. We got Father's Day coming up and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and Real Life Topics Podcast will have the whole month of June with all men, because men's mental health is important. Majority of men, 80% of men are head of households nowadays, providers, responsible for something. And if their mental is not clear, then how could they help any of us? So it is important for us to support our males that are in our lives. Check on our males. They don't get enough recognition when it comes to the pressure that they have on their backs every single day. So Real Life Topics Podcast is here to make you aware of Men's Mental Health Awareness Month for the month of June. If you want to join the meetings of the mind and join these conversations about how important it is for men's mental to be healthy, for men to be healthy in general, the things that they consume in their body, because we all know that men don't go to the doctor like they should either. So it is important for us to make sure that we make it aware for men. So the month of June is just fire, just fire. We have the first week of June, Mr. Perry Williams. And I know you guys know Mr. Perry Williams for 102.7 will be on Real Life Topics Podcast the first week of June. And I'm not even going to continue. I'm not even going to continue because this is exclusive interviews that's coming up for the month of June. But shout out to Real Life Topics Podcast audience. Shout out to everyone that's out there tuning in. I'm just shout out to you guys. Just shout out. And thank you for tuning in, Miss Kimberly Patterson. Make sure you guys check out Miss Kimberly Patterson, the Kimberly Patterson Show, coming up in less than 5 minutes. She's celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month, which is the month of May, and this is the last Thursday of Mental Health Awareness Month, but that's okay. We still moving into Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which mental health is mental health. We just need to be aware of it. So make sure you guys check out Miss Kimberly Patterson in less than 5 minutes on Biggs Radio. And again, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. You don't want to miss these exclusive interviews. Mental health is very important to us. Being healthy and having healthy relationships are very important. And we are trying to lead by example. At least I am. I've been unhealthy a long time, consuming all this stuff in my body, but we gotta live long. We gotta live long, guys. So that's just a food for thought. I also wanted to give you one more food for thought before I got out of here. And again, shout out to Miss Zandra Bright from Voices and Views and Operation Love. It's nothing like helping people. It's nothing like sincerely helping people without a benefit, because a lot of people help people, but they have an agenda. Like Miss Zandra Bright said, you get loans and grants and all this type of stuff, and that's not the motive. The motive is to be sincerely helping people that need help. So shout out to Miss Zandra Bright, Operation Love Freeport. Keep doing your thing, guys. And I just want to leave you guys with this for a food for thought. I just want to leave you guys with this. I was thinking about it all, thinking about the food for thought. And so become more aware of what is worth your energy. That's what I want us to do this week. One thing I'm challenging you guys to look out for someone, help someone, call and check on your elders, and also become more aware of what is worth your energy. Life isn't built. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So create yourself. And if it's giving you bad energy, separate yourself from it. So that's just food for thought. That's just food for thought for everyone. Make sure you tune in next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget about June 27th, because I know it's a lot of artists out here. That is tuning in. So Indiana, Ohio, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Detroit, Kansas City, Saudi Arabia, Paris, France, Afghanistan. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to Biggs Radio 24/7, where it's real voices, real culture, real radio. See you guys next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's your girl, God's Child. It's Real Life Topics Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just saying. It was a beautiful segment. A beautiful one. It was a beautiful segment. A wonderful segment with Miss Zandra Bright. Shout out, man. I love to see people doing things for the community, man. I wish I could do more. I am going to do more for the community, but when you have an opportunity to get it done, and you already have something built where you can get it done, guys. Get it done. We need to get it done. So I'm getting ready to take my walk, because I didn't take a walk. I didn't take a walk this morning, so I'm gonna go take a walk now. I am gonna go take a walk. And Real Life Late Night After Dark will be really back up and running. We have so many exclusive interviews that's about to be on Real Life Late Night After Dark. So it's Black Music Month, guys. It's Black Music Month. Well, June is Black. We got a couple more days left. But June is Black Music Month. June is Black Music Month. And so Real Life Topics Podcast will start having artists, Black artists, on Real Life Late Night After Dark. I think we should do that for the month of June. Have some artists come on, talk about what they got going on, because Black music is what's up, and what other way to celebrate but Black Music Month in the month of June. So yes, hit your girl up, hit me up, and we're gonna go from there. But again, I'm challenging you guys, if you're just tuning in, We just had Xandra Bright on deck. Xandra Bright was definitely a vibe and was definitely very informative about the importance of helping your community, building your community, coming together. Like she said, it's a drought on people wanting to help. And when you help someone, it's not always about finance. You could be helping someone mentally. You could be, go knock on your neighbor's door. People could be going through something, anything. Well, I ain't gonna say go knock on your neighbor's door, especially in 2026. We just can't do it nowadays. But anyway, yeah. Just look out for your peoples. Just look out for your peoples. If you can. If you can. And shame on you if you're not doing it and you can. So again, it's Real Life Topics Podcast. Tune in every Thursday night on bigsradio.com. It don't get no better than this. See you guys next Thursday. But I'll also see you in about 3-4 minutes because I'm about to walk to the store. It's Real Life Topics Podcast.